Alright brothers, my sweet, fancy brothers and sisters, and humans of all stripes, colors, creeds, probably some sentient birds out there. We've got to talk about some cards that slap. This is the show where I troll my Discord for cards that I think deserve 30 seconds in the sun. Everybody's always talking about Ristic Study, the game changers are out there getting all the attention. What about these cards? Are they not worthy? Let's find out, but first, you gotta subscribe to the channel, man. You'll instantly get a little taller, and your wing wang's gonna grow about 4 inches. And of course, I'm talking about the Moroccan wing wang cactus. So hopefully you own one. If you don't, look into it. It's a very beautiful plant, dude. Consider hopping in the Discord. I got the Patreon, and of course, our memberships here on YouTube. Alright, my friends, let's start off strong with this beautiful card, the Brutal Hordechief. 3 and a black for a creature orc warrior. It's a 3/3. Whenever a creature you control attacks, defending player loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Has 3 red and a white. So those are little hybrid mana symbols, 5 mana total. Creatures your opponents control block this turn if able, and you choose how those creatures block. I love this card from Pig Surfer, which is an activity I've never actually done, but I've seen some videos, alright? Usually on the hub, if you know what I'm saying, dude. I really love this card. It goes in exactly 1 deck. The damn Ishin deck. It's phenomenal in there, but I love the flavor of this thing, the art, and that first ability is really key in a swarming horde deck. Great card, man. And from the same fellow, we have Soulfire Grand Master. 1 and a white creature, human monk. It's a 2/2, has a lifelink. Instant and sorcery spells you control have a lifelink. Has 2 and 2 hybrid blue-red. The next time you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand this turn, put that card into your hand instead of into your graveyard as it resolves. This is another great card. These sets had phenomenal flavor, man. This is like the opposite of Brutal Hordechief. That ability to give things a lifelink is so bonkers, man. I don't know where this goes. I guess a Jeskai instant and sorcery deck with direct damage. It's pretty specific, but it's a really cool card. I dig it. It slaps. And the Little King is out there. The Little King, he's gonna make America Little King again. He's gonna do the Patriarch's bidding, dude. 3 black for a sorcery. Each player chooses a creature type. Each player returns all creature cards of a type chosen this way from their graveyard to the battlefield. I love this card. Yes, it's symmetrical, right? Yes, it's only had 2 printings, but the older printing was $20 for a very long time for a good reason. It's incredibly powerful, but only in decks that can truly take advantage. I use this heavily in demons, vampires, and zombies. But I have a discard effect or wheel effects or reanimator synergies or sack outlets in all of those decks, man. I love this card so much. If I could snuggle with this card in the night, I would. I would hold it in my arms like Kevin Costner held Whitney Houston in The Bodyguard, man. And the ever-stalwart Zabkeel's coming out with the Master Multiplied, 4 black and a red, legendary creature, Time Lord Rogue. This guy's a 4/3 with Myriad. The legend rule doesn't apply to creature tokens you control. Triggered abilities you control can't cause you to sacrifice or exile creature tokens you control. Listen, this guy's everyone, and everyone in the world is him. That's megalomania, dude. Probably some mental illness. Get this guy some help. But first, get him a slap. Yeah, this card's incredible, man. This card itself is kind of middling, you know, it's 6 mana, but the effect of keeping all those token copies that are so easy to make in red, and of course the Myriad shenanigans, that's all very powerful. Pair this with the Furbolg Flutist, my dude. That's one straight from Nikki G. Trust me. Trust in the Flutist, alright? This may be my next budget deck, this guy. Too bad it's 6 mana, but, you know, that's life, brother. Alright, this guy's username is MRTN, and I can only assume that it's Martin Short, come back from the TV show Martin from the 90s, early 2000s or whatever. Chainer Nightmare Adept, 2 black and a red, legendary creature, human minion. It's a 3/2. Discard a card. You may cast a creature spell from your graveyard this turn. Activate only once each turn. Whenever a non-token creature you control enters, if you didn't cast it from your hand, it gains haste until your next turn. So this obviously counts creatures entering from exile, the command zone, the graveyard, and your butt, dude. I've used this in the 99 of a ton of decks. He's like 35 cents. Come on, brother. This guy's gonna make it happen, man. And the Osway, leading Ozzy Osbourne astray, posits the Pride of the Hull Clade does its slap. It's a 2/15, 10 and a green, legendary creature, Crocodile Elk Turtle. It's a big boy. The spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total toughness of creatures you control. Has Defender. Has 2 and a blue. Until end of turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0. Gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw cards equal to its toughness, and can attack as though it didn't have Defender. This is a legendary video. Lots of legends here, man. Crocodile Elk. Those are 2 creatures I never pictured mating until this moment. Chat, GPT, do your thing. Show me how this guy was made. Alright? I'll come back with that video in a couple days. Anyway, Simic nonsense, walls. This is going to cost 1 green mana, dude, if you're playing your cards right. There are so many cheap green creatures with massive power and toughness. Forget that wall stuff, man. Get big, cheap tramplers and go to town. Filling up that hand is phenomenal. Cast it for 1 mana, pump 4 mana into that ability, strike out with that big trample, baby. Dizza Wu-Tang is coming in hot on the wings of a Pestilence Demon. 5 and 3 black mana for a total of 8 mana for a creature demon. It's a 7/6 with flying. As black, this creature deals 1 damage to each creature and each player. I love this thing, man. Look at that guy. Look at those mitts, dude. Look at that physique. Looks like Iggy Pop a little bit. He's kind of, Iggy Pop's kind of a pestilent dude if you think about it. There was a band in the 90s called Pestilence. I don't know if you guys remember that. It's one of those metal bands. You couldn't even read the name. Just looks like a cobweb somebody slapped down on a piece of paper. Anyways, this is a crazy card to cheat in. Has rockin' metal art, man. Slap me with those mittens. Please and thank you. And the old pigman strikes again with Neyam Shai Murad. I don't know if I said that right. 2 white and a black, legendary creature, human rogue. It's a 3/3, has Rogue Trader. Whenever this thing deals combat damage to a player, you may have that player return target permanent card from their graveyard to their hand. If you do, that player chooses a permanent card in your graveyard, you put it onto the battlefield under your control. I like this a lot. It's bizarre. 4 mana, 3/3, no evasion. You have that self-mill reanimator decks that give this a little conditional bonus to your opponents. Perfect sleeper deck that keeps you out of danger until the late game. But then watch out, man. Here comes Neyam. I dig it. It's a very cool legend. Alright, one more from the old pig surfer here, and that's the Ever-Changing Dane. Couldn't leave this guy out of the video. White, blue, and black, legendary creature, shapeshifter. It's a 3/3. Has 1, sack another creature. This thing becomes a copy of the sacrificed creature, except it has this ability. He can be anyone, anywhere, but he'll never again be half of anything. Yes, dude. Yes. This has just enough juice to make me get all juiced up, man. I love the flavor on this thing. This guy has a very Elon Musk type of physique out there, as if he was laminated while in the process of dissolving. I did an Esper Theft deck around this card, man. That's what you do when you have a sacrifice outlet in the command zone, all these sweet colors for that. He also interacts nicely with Phyrexian Dreadnought, which I will flash up here and is my favorite reserve list broken piece of garbage ever. I really love this character. It slaps, brother. Last but certainly not least here, Rev McSizzle, bringing it. He's going to deliver it. He wants to take it back home in a backpack. He's got the alpha status. 2 and a green for an enchantment aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 for each other creature on the battlefield that shares a creature type with it. What a goddamn beautiful card, man. The art, the key, the effect. It's phenomenal. +2 is nothing to sneeze at. And the title of the card, Alpha Status. This is something I achieve whenever I walk into a room, dude, especially the bathroom. People get quiet. They say, there he is, there's the alpha. Here's this fellow who's just, listen, I'm just joking, man. They probably say, here comes the commander. Somebody I work with who knows nothing about magic calls me the commander because that's what she thinks my YouTube channel is called. She goes, hey, commander. Anyways, this card slaps. All right, brothers, that's it, man. That's all I got for today. I gotta go. But I hope you guys like this episode of Cards That Slap, or Does This Card Slap, or whatever we call it. Slappy, happy, flabby, blabby, pappy. Nikki G, better commander, signing off.